you definitely want to seize more power. And I want to seize enough power that satisfies me. 1 second.
No, I
second.
don't.
I got to do... I'm an engineer thanks to YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. All right.
Why does everyone think I want more power, man? I'm only doing this because, oh, see, I want shit to be good. I fucking hate this.
Okay.
I just want to play Brian and be a shitlord.
It's gonna satisfy
I want to play
all
little
of us.
tugs.
And in fact,
I just know that I'm not going to enjoy it if it's broken.
All right, so hold on. Wait a second over there. All right. My good genes. All right, I got the whole plan figured out.
Okay. All right.
This is going to fix everything. In fact, this is going to give us all what we this encompasses giving everybody at the table what they want, including giving me a seat at it. All right. It's safe to say that, and no one would say that the Marshals are a success, correct? Right? But it's also safe to say that you don't have a vested interest in them. They're a private entity. We don't know who runs them. Who's to say?
Wait, who are we talking about?
Them? Well, I'm getting to a point. We're talking about the Marshals at first.
Yeah,
setting the stage real quick, right? Right. So you ask anybody, they're going to say the Marshals are a failure. All right. There's nothing to really build upon. There doesn't even seem like the governor's too interested in them, right? Due to their own shit. All right. I got the play here.
No, he's definitely interested.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I mean, at least he's interested. Look, I got the play here. And I got this is the thing that's going to fucking do wonders for us.
All right. I'm listening.
All right. Here's the thing. Prince says she ain't going to give it to me. Look, she's another one that doesn't have loyalty. All right. I face that fact. She basically made it clear that she ain't interested in me. You know, like it is what it is. All right. In a lack of a better word, she said it in a very indirect manner.
Okay.
But I'm capable of reading between the lines. Okay. There's the Los Santos Police Department.
I think you're about to propose what I've already proposed to her, but I see where this is going. Go ahead.
Then there's the Blaine County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
The two of you legislate the state police, Colonel Kyle Pred. I'm able to fucking shake
well
things
ahead
up
of you.
to the very
I already proposed this to her about 3 hours ago.
How the fuck did you? How the fuck did you do it 3 hours ago?
Because I'm always 10 steps ahead, Fred.
I thought this was a great idea. This is a good idea. Yeah. Colonel Kyle Pred.
Well, I don't know if it'd be called the state necessarily, but it could become that.
Los Santos Troopers. What are you thinking then, name-wise?
It is going to be... Man, I don't want to... There's enough things that got to get done first. I don't want to get you overhyped. So...
Then just do this one now. Just put this one at the helm.
Give me a second. Dr. Perry, I will call you right back.
Oh, okay.
All right. Talk to you in a bit. I don't want to go too deep into this, Fred, because I know that we're realistically 2 weeks out from doing this, because there is the Marshall stuff and the DOC stuff has to get solved first. Without getting solved, and hopefully that's going to be in the next week or so, we're waiting on the state. Only then can we take this next step, including the sheriff getting elected. It can't happen preemptively. There's too much red tape. However, I proposed a joint custody of a third police department that is going to function as an experiment for unity of both counties. And I would envision that as something that starts small and over time can garner more authority. And if it turns out that the project fails, it can be deleted, either by me or by Princess. One of us decides to delete it, it's gone. It would not start as troopers, because by starting it as troopers or any other kind of like, hey, you're a more powerful entity, people get butthurt, people join for the wrong reasons, things go sideways. Instead, it's going to be prove to us you're more valuable. And over time, by merit, we can continue evolving it forward.
Damn, I thought this was a good idea. I thought I had something big here.
You do. You just didn't have it first.
I had the idea of it. I had the idea.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, because I'm a bit of a quandary. I don't know what to do now.
Wait, but this doesn't interest you?
It does interest me.
You want the power
does.
first. Is it because it doesn't say troopers?
I think.
Are you telling me if you had the role that you couldn't build it up, that you're going to get squashed by the other departments?
No. I think that sometimes using a name that people are familiar with is a good catalyst to build something big. I fear that there will be another Marshals situation if you don't use the guise of something that people are. It's old, right? But people are familiar with it. There's nothing that's like. There's no point in taking Twitter and rebranding it to X. It's pointless.
Look, I will say this. I am not opposed to it, right? I told you my current position, and you're already folding, you fucking pussy. All right?
No,
I want
I'm
you
not
to
folding.
fucking fight for it. You tell me why it's got to be called the Troopers.
Because I think
Sell me a goddamn vision, goddammit.
Perfect. All right, so the vision's simple, right? If you're going to have a joint department, a statewide department, it only makes sense that it be something that's known, already has a developed ranking structure that's statewide. But the appeal of the troopers is, like you said, to keep it small, right? The appeal of it is that it's an old name that's been rehashed that people miss in a way, that miss in a light. The name actually does a lot for it, because otherwise it's going to go the same way with the people as they will look at it more so as the Marshals. And they'll be like, well, and then the Marshals have done something at such a level that it's going to be hard to really build something from zero to hero. Start halfway, build something that people are already familiar with. And what it does is it'll have the illusion of the effect of grandeur that people can chase this thing, regardless of it being what it actually is. But building an actual statewide police department, and with the idea of keeping it small, but they have oversight and they're able to do everything that the Marshals are able to do, but better, because they will be able to do everything but better.
I will say that I'm not necessarily opposed to what you're saying, but I'm also not saying that that's exactly how it's going to go, right?
I wouldn't expect you to. It takes time to think, because
the reality is
important.
And this is a very key underlining point, right? Is even in theory, if this is something that need to be done, there is still the question mark of the Marshals, right?
I'll hire Brian
and
Knight.
The DOC. I don't think that's enough to make me. I mean, maybe, maybe it is a little bit. But if I wanted that, I would literally make. You think I don't have the balls to make Brian Knight the chief of police? I am that audacious. I just know that.
I think you would do it, but I don't think you will.
No, I won't. Of course I wouldn't. Yeah. But my point there is that I appreciate the sentiment, to bring one of the greatest leaders of all time with another one of the greatest leaders of all time together. But
I actually think that's the branding listen, I'm not trying to fluff you up.
No, I don't know why it fluffed me up. I barely know the guy, but I'm trying to be try to give you the behind the scenes reality, right? Is that until we get over these other hurdles, and there are big hurdles, that this opportunity door is not going to be ready to open up. It could be the best idea ever, but until that red tape is resolved, this conversation is just going to be us hyping something up. And I don't think if we hype it up right now, it might lose steam in 2 weeks, because that's a realistic schedule right now. And I can't say much more than that.
How things operate. It's better to hype things up in moderation.
In the moment, in moderation. Exactly that.
I mean, but here's the thing.
I'm not against the premise. I'm not against the premise. I spoke to when I spoke, I was thinking about it during our conversation, actually, at the fireplace. And I realized, the realization I came to is this, LSPD and BCSO, at the end of the day, are going to need to be stable departments. And what I mean by stability is, as much as I would love chaos, I genuinely do, the reality is it's going to end up in a stable place. It's not going to be a light show. As much as I may want it and you want it, stability comes first. The state's in a shit show right now, right? And so how do you bring spice? The third department run by both counties.
Right? And that actually accomplishes a lot of things. I just think the branding is very important when you do it. I do think that if you rename it, that it won't have as much legs as if you were
Nino
to say
Chavez PD.
Ooh.
CPD. Chavez PD.
Chavez Police Department.
Yeah.
I'm probably still, Lang Buddha probably still has those uniforms.
Oh my God.
I bet he has them somewhere. Probably has them buried somewhere. Probably buried.
We're running it back so hard. We're going to, before you know it, we're going to have like fucking, oh man. Look, I said, I don't want to say no, but you know me.
You don't have to. I'm just saying, I do think the branding is real important. I think that
I agree.
The branding and the right people at the helm, all right, is needed more than ever.
Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, look, worst case scenario, even if
if it fails, just scrap it. Fuck it. Who cares?
That's exactly why I was open to the idea. Because if the vision ends up shit, I would just delete it. And I would. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you have to. If things go off the rails too much, you have to do something.
Yep, I agree. I don't want to talk any further about the subject, right? Because anymore, it's going to be overhype, right? We don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, once these other things are out of the way, I very much want to do something along those lines. I just, yeah.
What you guys doing? Just going over shit or what?
Destroying the system.
Well, judicial reform, legislative reform, a bunch of, document bullshit. We just actually had a good conversation with Faulkner. Some fucking, apparently a raccoon may have gotten sent up for aiding and abetting without a judge signing off on it. It's a judicial discretion charge. So
Helen keeps saying she's going to charge chickens with weapon trafficking. So,
what do you mean?
Apparently, some chickens had class 2s. I don't know. She brought it up several times. She's real proud of it during the interviews. I would have just killed the chickens, gone on with my day. But hey, if you want to give chickens rights, bye bye Chick-fil-A, I guess. There's some food for thought.
What myself and Michael are currently trying to figure out is there's not a lot of people cooking, and I'll say it again, right? I want things to make sense to a point where I myself would enjoy being a lawyer, enjoy being a judge. If I decided to be a cop, it would make sense. If I decided to go into crime, it would make sense, right? It's got to get, the system's got to get to a good place. It really does. And I think for me,
Nova was crashing out over the fucking Marshall stuff. She was bitching to me about how I need to fix it, wake the governor up and fix it.
With all due respect, Nova hasn't been around to have an opinion worthwhile. Like, she might be a good person or whatever, but she came back like, what, fucking 2 days ago? Like, catch up first.
Well, she would have an opinion beforehand, though, and I guess that's why I always go to dark about shit. I go to dark about shit because
brother, Nova used to drive into Cyprus and get shot up.
Wait, who?
Nova. Yeah.
Yeah,
She used to throw away civilian complaints, even though that was a part of her job. Like, you know,
Yeah,
so, you know, but
yeah, the vibe I got from her is that she just wants to be a cop.
oh, she does. Yeah. I don't know why
I don't
she
have a
doesn't do like a
problem with
knock unit
marshals
for
investigating
LSPD.
drugs and shit and weapons and investigating stuff, but investigating stuff and actively patrolling are two different things.
Oh, 1000%.
You know,
I mean,
I
right.
mean, you could. I mean, I don't think she said that the governor said that they weren't allowed to like go after drugs. But I was like thinking to myself, did she mean
Bro,
go to drug calls
she's
where people
talking
are
out
selling?
of ass, Pred.
Yeah.
It's
Well, yeah, I know because I've talked to the governor.
Yeah. It's I think it's one of those. I think you're right. I think she wants to be a patrol cop and didn't see where the like they're the people that take the look at the bigger picture, right? And sometimes that does mean probably doing things on the ground a little bit, but that can't be their primary function. Like, you know what I mean? They actually have a fuckload of cases. The reality is a lot of people just don't know what they're working on. And
Well, I can tell you the work is there. Like the work exists. You just gotta be a hound. You know what I mean? You gotta hunt this shit down. They don't hunt it down, man. I had so much stuff. I was around 14 hours a day for like an entire week.
Oh, someone's fucking.
Ooh.
Sir, I'm the sex expert judge for a reason. I know what this means now. This is not PG-13. Oh, my Lord.
It was Gates, isn't it?
She's running it back, too, no. I guess. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, look, Gates is smart. She's the one that got me to keep the jetpack. She might be a sex addict, but that sex-addicted woman's intelligent.
No, she's good. I like Gates.
Yeah, she's real good.
I think someone like Gates and Nathaniel being at the helm would be, yeah. A lot of stuff. I'm gonna go further, man. Well, anyways, there's a lot Michael and I got to cook on. We have a lot of good things coming.
Oh yeah, you handle your shit.
Yeah.
I'll be in my jetpack.
All right, enjoy.
Good seeing you, Pred.
I seen you too. God, this sand's deep.
To
infinity and beyond.
Remember the Rocketeer?
That I kind of remember it. Man, yeah, so I told you about this, right? At the meeting about the third PD?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here's my honest opinion, right?